So people often ask me to suggest product for dry skin, but before that, it's very important to know whether your skin is dry or dehydrated. Some people think that dry and dehydration is a synonym for a same thing, but actually these are two different concerns when it comes to the skincare. Yes, there is a distinct difference between dry and a dehydrated skin, and it is essential to differentiate to recognize the two so that you can treat it correctly. So today I'm going to address how to recognize if your skin is dry or dehydrated. Both the skin can be uncomfortable and troublesome, but once you understand it, it becomes a lot easier to select the right skincare. Hydrolipidic film is the main component which determines whether your skin is dry or dehydrated. So the main difference between dry and dehydrated skin is dry skin is a skin type, whereas a dehydrated skin is a skin concern. Dehydrated skin can be on dry skin or an oily skin. Let's start talking about dehydrated skin first. Like I said earlier, dehydrated skin is a skin condition. You don't need to have a dry skin to have a dehydrated skin. Any skin type can have dehydrated skin, even the oily skin. Uh, Thirdly, it lacks moisture or the hydration on the stratum corneum, that is the uppermost layer of the skin. Fine lines are visible, wrinkles are accentuated, skin starts looking dull and sensitive. The main cause of having a dehydrated skin is generally an incorrect use of cleansers and your exfoliators. Besides that, other factors which play a role in the skin dehydration is hormonal changes. If you're a frequent air traveler, that also disturbs the pH of the skin. Too much of alcohol and caffeine consumption, drinking less water, uh, exposure of UVA rays. So these are some of the main factors which makes your skin dehydrated. But the good news is dehydrated skin is treatable with a change in the lifestyle. Drink plenty of water. I would not suggest you to have a liter and a half or 2 liters of water per day because that depends on what type of an activity you are indulging in and what is your body weight. Suppose if you're going for it, if you are exercising or gymming, you probably need more water as you are sweating. So your body needs to compensate water. In my professional opinion, it is not required to have too much of water as it flushes out the vital nutrients and minerals from the body, which is, on the contrary, required to retain water in the body. When I say having water, it is not necessarily that you have plain water. You can have water enriched fruits and veggies, uh, increase your intake of fruits or veggies which has more water. Topically, you can treat your skin by moisturizing, but before you moisturize, you need to exfoliate and cleanse your skin well. Well, this becomes little tricky if you don't select the right product. Try to have humidifier when you are having air conditioning and room heat or room heating on, because more the moisture, the less water will evaporate from your skin. Stay hydrated when you're traveling because the cabin's pressure may at times disrupts the skin's moisture balance. Let's understand dry skin. Dry skin is a skin type, unlike dehydrated skin, which is a skin condition. Dry skin lacks oil or a lipid. The hydrolipidic film from the surface is missing. That's why the barrier layer becomes weak. The moisture loss from the surface is quick, and that is the reason we need to remember to use heavy moisturizers. Another telltale sign of a dry skin has a very fine pores. The pore size of the dry skin is very small. It has flaky, itchy, and scaly skin, feels very irritated due to the dryness. You can see skin flaking near the eyebrows, mouth, and nose area. The products absorb in very quickly because the skin is too dry. Causes for dry skin could be genetic, could be a family history. It can be due to health or a medical condition like hypothyroidism, diabetes, extreme weather conditions, and low humidity levels. Unlike dehydrated skin, dry skin is a bit difficult to treat if it has naturally been on a drier side. It requires little extra care to keep it well moisturized. To best treat the dry skin, it is important to balance the pH levels in the skin by using products which is gentle and more moisturizing. Use cleansers which is creamy, milky, and oil based, and use hydrating toners, oil based serums, and moisturizers. If your skin is dry and sensitive, try using mask instead of cleansers and exfoliators, just to avoid too much of touching the skin, make your skin more sensitive and inflamed. Instead, use mask with lactic acid because lactic acid has larger molecules, so it does not penetrate deeper into the skin and does not irritate the skin. If you have a dry and aging skin, you can use cleansers and exfoliating masks with AHA, which is alpha hydroxy acid. So it's basically a combination of different acid which has different molecular sizes and weights, and hence the penetration of the product is into different layer of the skin. When you're looking for cleansers and exfoliators for dry and dehydrated skin, look for products which is hydrating and moisturizing. Look for the keywords like nourishing, moisturizing, hydrating, softening. Also, don't use harsh exfoliators which has sharp cylindrical granules, as it can over exfoliate your skin and also scratch your skin, making your skin even more dry, sensitive, and inflamed. Lastly, but very importantly, besides the product, have food rich in fatty acids and nutrients like flax seeds, nuts, soya bean, red kidney beans, fish. These will keep your skin moisturized and will improve the skin's barrier. If you have liked my video, please hit the subscribe button or press the bell icon next to it, so when I post the next video, you are the first one to know. Be ready to transform yourself.